What do you think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different
illegal
for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
He could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah.
At this moment in history, as we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people
going there.
from
We're on
being
our
able to
way.
exercise their fundamental rights, prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights.
Jobs
Goddamn,
of the past
everything
are
seems
just
a
not
little
going to come
off.
back. And when somebody says
Hopefully it's
that
working.
he's going to bring all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, how? What magic wand do you have? There's, what? How exactly?
You were?
I thought it was, yeah.
All right. Well, we're back.
Welcome to Sanctimonious American Men. Today is Monday, April 10th, 2023. With me, as always, is Saintly Brandon. I'm Saintly Barnes. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for tuning in. We're here to talk a bunch of crap.
We're a day late because yesterday was Easter.
It was Easter. Happy Holy Monday to everybody out there, or anybody who celebrates that still.
Yeah. So
This is otherwise known as ham, leftover ham week.
salty ham.
Yeah,
Gotta
a little bit
love
of
it.
cheese. You know,
Gotta love it. With the what's the potato dish with the scalloped potatoes?
scalloped potatoes. Yeah.
Very good. So yeah, we missed yesterday. We didn't expect anybody to be here watching, but we're trying to keep up the schedule, and we're gonna do a Monday night. Maybe not a long show, but we're gonna get something in
We'll
for
see.
this week.
We'll see. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the bottom of all this
goddamn
bullshit that happened this week.
Yeah.
Starting at the top,
By the way, that we don't have a clue what we're talking about. But here we go.
but
Disclaimer. This is not medical.
we have
advice.
no clue. This is not financial advice.
Yeah, don't buy gold.
But if you want to, you can send us all your money.
Yeah. A show like today takes like 6-7 centuries to put together, and we're very blessed to have the viewers that we have. We know that many of you have been blessed as well by God.
I mean, technically,
And
we've
very
been,
often those are blessed by God are blessed financially, and usually He blesses them with a warm and giving heart.
big donations.
Yeah, and I do extra prayers for those who donate.
We don't even have a place for you to donate to. But if you want, you can just bring the dump truck into the shop and just dump it all.
Give that like button a sniff like you're Joe Biden on a 9-year-old.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
Just beat the crap out of the like button.
Whoa, so what a week. Where did we leave off? Was Trump arrested last week? When did that happen? Feels like forever ago.
I don't know if we covered, because it was on the Tuesday or Wednesday or
Tuesday, yeah.
weekend. Yeah, we didn't.
Only the best people get arrested on Tuesdays.
Nobody else gets arrested like me. I get arrested, and everybody in the
best
world
arrest.
knows.
Yes. I'm the best arrested.
They don't even take my mug shot.
Nah,
I don't get handcuffed. I just get to stroll through New York City.
I mean, technically, I'm not sure if they need ID.
Well, as we were talking, though, there's definitely some DAs sniffing around the Bidens now, being like, well, okay, Pandora's box is open.
It's open.
It's a go.
What's going on? I wonder if that guy, what was his name? Babinski, whatever the hell was his name? Tony.
Bobbins,
Tony.
something Plopinski.
That guy died, too. The guy from Tony Tone died recently.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to say what the other dude did. I was going to be like, no, that's fishy.
No.
No, Popolinski or...
Yeah. 10% for the big guy.
Yeah.
I damn know well who the big guy was.
I'm pretty sure we all could guess who the big guy is.
Wonder if he'll testify.
Soda Popinski.
Soda Popinski. Vodka Drunkinski. Meow, meow.
So yeah, there's been some really amazing news this week, along with not only the our president, the 54. What was he?
Who?
Donald.
45th.
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 What am I, like 54? Because I'm dyslexic. That's why.
Maybe in the future, man.
Or I just live in the future. So yeah, him being arrested is not good for our nation. Not only is it like a symbol.
I'm not so sure. It could be good. Hasn't played out yet.
I just don't think I don't care how naive you are.
But
we've always grown up in this country thinking like the American president, leader of the free world, even though technically no one's above the law, we all know the presidents are above the law.
I'm saying it. When the president does it, it's not illegal.
Well, I mean, look at everybody's worried about him making hush payments to this, and it's like,
this is grand.
Clinton was just getting sucked off right at the Oval fucking.
Yeah, but that's petty cakes.
I mean, right in the
This
right
could be
in
a
the White
good thing
House.
in the long run, man.
Why?
How many people did Obama kill with fucking drones? I mean, you can't find a news
Right,
outlet
you're
that
right.
didn't deny that, right?
That's going to happen. There's a lot of people saying, let's indict Obama now.
Well, whoever, I mean.
Any DA is
You think-
basically got to go ahead now.
It ain't like the set, man. D.C. ain't full of saints.
No.
Hush money's the least the fucking shit that's going on.
Right. That's why I say I think it sets a bad precedent. But at the same time, I can understand what you're saying. Because now, if we wanted to, we could bring George Bush up on war crimes.
Oh, yeah. Where's he at?
Time for him to friggin' get
Time,
a couple
George.
of indictments.
It's time.
It's time for you to face the piper.
Truth time.
The Pied Piper.
Yeah, I mean,
And
George-
and Obama for killing a U.S. citizen.
Yeah,
you know.
well, multiple of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
As well as other shit he did. Fast and Furious, right?
I mean, we can go back to.
I mean, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories about Obama, so I don't even know.
But for sure, there's the drones where he
Yes,
killed a U.S. fucking citizen.
You'll find NPR reports on that. I mean, speaking of NPR, they refused to tweet or something.
NPR is a joke.
I know they refused to tweet to it says that they're not state funded.
So stupid.
But you're state funded, NPR.
I used to really like them too, but they went off the rails with the TDS.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
TDS made everything.
NPR is
legal.
like the prime example of people with TDS. If you listen to NPR, you probably have it.
You probably do.
Because you find yourself as this super educated, liberal person.
And that's all fine. That doesn't make you not compromised by China, though.
Not when you're saying the First Amendment isn't absolute. Because you saw it online and you saw it on the news, so it just got into your head. My team thinks the First Amendment isn't absolute, so I'm gonna say it too.
I mean,
Yogi.
as long as you're not doing something criminal. But now they're trying to make those things wider, right? Before I couldn't say, like hypothetically speaking, YouTube.
Don't even bother.
Everybody go do something, right? You can't.
Right.
Calls to action and incite violence, right? Calls to action are illegal.
Well, sarcasm has become illegal. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, sarcasm's become illegal. Yes, definitely. I mean, that's just that dude who made a meme last week doing hard time.
Hard time for making a meme about Hillary. And this was New York, right?
Yeah, that was in New York.
Poor guy.
Something.
Maybe we should just do a friggin' protest for him and just go do it somewhere. I don't know. Just make some news.
The cartoon guy?
Stop reporting news. Just start making news.
Yeah, if you want to see us make news.
Send us your money.
It's your soul.
Oh, God. Begging. Just begging for fucking...
We'll accept ammo, firearms, rare precious metals.
Oh, man.
Earth stones.
Fancy guitars.
Chocolate. Cappuccinos from Stewart's.
Anything Stewart's.
Team Stewart's.
So, yeah, he got arrested. We got people looking to sniff around, like a lot of Republican DAs now being like, hey, well, let's just, like you said, go after Obama.
They're going after Biden.
Let's go for a Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Biden, I mean, come on, dude.
There's so many things you could come up with for him.
I said, I got one look at the Hunter Biden laptop, and I was like, Hunter Biden, and fucking, like, what the fuck? How is this not?
We were, I mean, you definitely pointed it out to me, like the hardcore depths of it. That story broke, and you're like, dude, here's the links. Look. And I was like, holy shit. And it was so clear he was compromised. And hence, if China has your son compromised, then you are probably compromised.
All right, let's talk about Chinese confirmation. Being compromised by China. Compromat.
Compromat?
So Monday, their hearing started, right? In Hollywood, right? About Chinese influence and money laundering.
Oh, my God. This is the buried story of the week. And it's like this. I mean, Hollywood's going to make a movie about this one day. And you're going to be like, what?
Yeah.
And it's happening right now. Like, Leonardo's on the stand.
Yeah, he's on the stand under oath, testifying that somebody he knew in Malaysia was giving $30 million to the Obama administration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would have to be documented, right, by the Obama administration, especially foreign money. I'm not even sure if he's allowed to take foreign money into campaign finance.
And what were they doing? They were trying to get Leo to facilitate this transfer?
No, I guess he was just privy to it. That's the part I got.
Oh, so he's just coughing up. He's spilling the beans because that's what I heard. He don't want to get any charges on him. He's trying to be like,
I don't know nothing.
Well, I think he's singing, really.
My baby didn't do nothing.
Leonardo's just being like,
nothing.
yo, I didn't do shit. This is what I saw, though.
My baby didn't do nothing.
Yeah. We got also the Kardashians and Kanye involved in this.
Yeah.
Kim's on the stand as well, getting grilled about garbage bags full of money from anywhere from $100,000 to $250,000 in cash. They're being called and saying, hey, do you want a Basquiat? And
That's a painter, famous painter.
And Kim goes to Kanye, they want to give us a Basquiat. And he's like, no. Text them back and say we want a Monet.
Yeah, fucking cheap.
Yeah. So this is what's going on this week in the Hollywood
and you were saying, what was the one guy's name you were saying?
The one guy's name that...
You said it was Kim and
Kanye? Oh, you mean Ye? Ye?
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember him. What did he do? What happened to that guy?
He made sneakers.
Yeah. What wasn't he somebody once?
But also the Fugees.
Like 2 months ago?
One of the Fugees' main singers involved in this, and that dude's probably going to jail for a long, long time.
What did he do?
He was like the first contact into the whole Hollywood scene.
Ah.
So he got contacted by, and these people that are spreading all this money around are Chinese spies.
Chinese.
So all this Chinese spy money went straight down Hollywood's neck and compromised all of them. And then it went to, and the whole idea behind the whole sweet talk and pillow talk was because they wanted to get to the Obamas. They wanted to get to fucking anybody that would take their money and get political fucking
bang.
Why?
Wow, man. So that's interesting, you know.
It's amazing, and
it's been buried all. I did catch it, but it's been buried all week. Like I was waiting for it, like you said, to show up somewhere, and you know, the mainstream isn't covering it.
No.
I'm not even sure if Fox is covering it.
I mean, I haven't been watching any news really too much lately, so I can't say. But you think it'd be fucking everywhere?
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio on the trial.
Yeah. You think it would be everywhere.
Or on the witness stand,
federal court. You know,
this is straight up fucking a few good men.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
That's basically what's going on.
So anyways, yeah, and Wolf of Wall Street was completely funded by this Chinese money.
To make capitalism look
bad.
I see. See what's going on here? Subversion. Chinese subversion.
So that for me was the biggest fucking surprise of the week, where you have this star-studded trial going on, and you don't see anybody on the regular TV reporting about it.
That's a clue. Clues. You're welcome.
And what else do we have? Nike, Bud, they're all turning up the transgender shootings.
Trying to ban weapons. Victor Bout.
Whew, excuse me as well.
Victor.
What'd Victor do?
Scumbag you. Allegedly, he's gonna supply. If they ban weapons, he knows a guy that can hook us up.
Wow. Huh.
He knows a lot of people in America. He says.
Ukraine war is a scam.
By the way,
ex-French president.
Victor Bout was the merchant of death there.
The merchant of death.
Yeah. The guy we let go like 2 months ago.
Real. Oh, for what's her nuts?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Was that a Freudian slip or just facts? Hard to say. Speaking of,
so what did the French president say? As if he's like
more or less, the Minsk Accords were just bullshit to give Ukraine time so they could friggin' fortify their military to defend against Russia. They were like, yeah, we tricked Russia. It was just a big fucking ruse, you know, where the Minsk agreements were basically, they were there to be like, yeah, they're never going to join NATO, or, you know, this is, you know, fucking
a ruse.
Yeah, it was basically, we're not coming in there. You have nothing to worry about. But it was all bullshit, and it was only just to hold them off a few years more. That was the ex-French president.
Well, I got something here from 2016 that we covered a little bit last week, and you were saying it was Photoshop. So let's just, if you can give me a live feed here.
It's definitely not Photoshop, people.
I don't know where to start.
Look at this shit. Ukraine in...
So this is
2014, 15?
Right. No, this is 2016 during a time of peace between Russia and Ukraine. This is December. It's 22 days before Trump's in office. It's just before the new year.
You think those guys are Azov?
I don't know who these guys are. I mean, that's Poroshenko. That's the old president.
Right.
He's the one that Biden said.
Hey, look at all these mutts.
That's Amy Klobuchar in the yellow.
Yep, Lindsey Graham, McCain.
Мирний український народ буде святкувати Новий рік. Саме від вас залежить.
These people are all scumbags.
Нашого народу і нашої держави. І я як президент, і як верховний головнокомандувач,
So it was definitely not
хочу
photoshopped.
подякувати кожного з вас.
We're going to get to the English part.
I admire the fact that you will fight for your homeland.
Я захоплююсь тим, що ви боретеся за свою батьківщину.
Your fight is our fight.
Ваша боротьба – це наша
There is no
боротьба.
fight.
2017 will be the year of offense.
Рік 2017 рік буде ріком нападу.
All of us will go back to Washington and we will
Laugh.
push the case against Russia.
Ми всі повернемося до Вашингтону і ми будемо відстоювати
Laugh while you throw yourselves at the fucking bombs.
Enough of a Russian aggression.
Досить вже російської агресії.
It is time for them to pay a heavier price.
Час вже щоб вони заплатили важчу ціну.
Our fight is not with the Russian people but with Putin.
Ми боремося не з російським народом, але з Путіним.
Look at him wringing
Our
his
promise
hands.
to you is
Maybe
to
it's
take
cold.
your cause to Washington.
Maybe he's thinking about his money.
Наша обіцянка – це те, що ми вашу боротьбу доведемо до Вашингтона.
Inform the American people of your bravery.
Проінформуємо американський народ про вашу відважність.
Fancy?
And make the case against
They
Putin
got
to the
shit pinned on
world.
the wall back there.
Покажемо про докази проти
like a
Путіна
school or
всьому
something.
світу.
I believe you will win. I am convinced you will win, and we will
this guy's
do
name?
everything we can to provide you
I
with
think
what
it's
you need to
Megan's
win.
dad.
Я вірю в те, що ви виграєте, переможете. Я
Megan's
переконаний,
dad.
що ви переможете, і ми вам допоможемо всіма можливими засобами.
And we have succeeded not because of equipment, but because of your courage.
Ви успішні не
Well, the equipment
через
helped, I'm sure.
обладнання,
Yeah,
але через
yeah, I'm
вашу
pretty sure it
відважність.
helped a lot.
So I thank you, and the world is watching. And the world is watching.
And they'll be watching for a
because you
while.
cannot allow
All right, so this is
Vladimir
what happened in
Putin
December
to
2016.
succeed.
So there was nothing going on at the time. I mean, they had taken Crimea. We sent blankets like fools,
Mm-hmm.
and that was that.
It was definitely not photoshopped.
No, it definitely wasn't Photoshop.
When I saw Klobuchar there, she looked a little out of place, but that was her.
Yeah, that was her. So that was the Uniparty pushing war against Russia and
Uniparty war.
Yeah, 2016, the military-industrial complex.
Dems and friggin' Republicans standing shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Send money.
Side by side.
Yeah. That's the military-industrial complex right there.
I have no idea what's going on in the war in Ukraine. I do got some incoming live footage.
Of what?
From the president's office in Ukraine.
This is the president's office in Ukraine, live
Zelensky,
footage?
yeah, Zelensky.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
To the war, you're very welcome. I invite you. Yes.
That sounds good. Well, I look forward.
What's that? What's that pile of white stuff there?
It's baking soda.
Oh.
After the war.
I mean, if you want to make crispy chicken, you got to have that baking powder.
Oh, okay.
You
Well, I
put
guess
the
he's got- I guess
baking
he's got
powder
stuff.
on the chicken, and then you put it in the oven, and it crisps the skin up really good.
All right. I guess he's got to stay up somehow.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work, so
Yeah.
needs that extra boost.
Like he's caught before, though. They have his phone blurred for some reason.
He needs a kick.
Who knows?
Did you have live footage of the DNC, Democratic National?
Going on in Nashville, the Tennessee. Let me see.
I don't know. I thought you said you had some feed from a Democratic source.
This is Nashville.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
This is what again?
This is the,
Democrats?
yeah, Democratic convention in Nashville going on.
Okay. They're getting a lot done. Wow. Yeah, that looks like the Democrats getting a lot done right there. Jeez.
Stupid shit.
You sanctimonious son of a bitch.
No, but seriously, this is Kamala Harris in Tennessee.
This is Kamala in Tennessee. Okay, seriously, folks.
Gib du jetzt deine Stimme ab. Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
Perfect. They did it. Somebody fucking won the internet for the week.
That was good.
That was like, yeah, I'm just going to have to set up a tracking program so I could do that to any video that you have. Just put the little dot on their face and just track the stash on there. Like that one woman that you had a couple weeks ago, she was perfect for it. That lunatic.
Oh, yeah, the education.
Yeah, she was fucking going off.
What else we got? We got some more Clinton associates dead.
Raytheon fucking guy died.
CEO of Raytheon.
All plane wrecks.
All plane wrecks, yeah. Trying to think what else.
The indictment of the billionaires down in the Virgin Islands, or not indictment, they got called.
They didn't get indicted. They got subpoenaed.
To appear, yeah, down in the Virgin Islands, having to do with Jeffrey, little Jeffrey.
Old Jeffrey. Old Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, I like the news that you were telling me about in Texas. The that poor guy was fucking getting.
Yeah, he was found guilty, and then
railroaded.
And Greg Abbott.
All right, what happened?
So it goes back to 2020, and there was a riot. Right?
BLM riot
in Austin, right? And
was it BLM riot or Antifa?
I think it was BLM. I think it was the George Floyd.
Okay.
And this guy's an Uber driver, and he's working, and comes through a riot, basically. And somebody comes up to him, and they have an AK-47, right? And they had the car surrounded, you know how they do.
Mm-hmm.
And there were this guy had an AK-47. He started to raise the barrel towards
the car.
Yeah.
Truck, whatever he was in.
Yeah, I think he was in a car.
Okay.
And the guy defended himself.
Run him over?
No, he shot him.
Oh, with his own gun.
Yeah.
He
said he pushed the barrel out of the way and.
Right. Okay. So, anyways, this guy was getting friggin' charged and convicted for murder.
I believe so. Yes, he was charging at least homicide, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, he was convicted, and Greg Abbott said, "Let's see if we can pardon this guy." So that's what's going on.
And
the way I believe it works in Texas is that governor doesn't have the absolute authority to pardon. There's a board that decides whether someone is pardonable, and the governor has to ask the bar to look at a case, and so.
Yeah, so I mean, not that we make any money doing this show, so we can't get demonetized. But saying the guy's name Soros gets you demonetized all the time. I guess I never check. We don't fucking
Just
check
say
the
it
rules, or we could just call him Sauron. Like
say it backwards.
No. So, anyways.
Soros. Soros.
So, anyways, he's gotten a lot of these DAs hired, and it sounds to me like Abbott was just like, okay, fuck this. We had enough of this soft on crime bullshit.
He specifically gave a warning to the DAs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna uphold Texas law. Is what he said.
That's the problem we got here in New York. It's that's why that poor gentleman went to jail for basically making a joke about Hillary Clinton online.
Yeah, that got him in jail.
Fucked up.
And it's a joke I've seen 100 times before.
Especially on the other side too. They've done it as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right.
I saw a video of a girl on TikTok being like, "Remember to all you Trump voters, Election Day is November 9th."
Right. And Democrats, I just want you guys to know you can send your votes in via CB, shortwave radio.
Oh.
You just say breaker, Biden 24.
Yeah, and it's
over.
done.
Over.
It's count. You've been tabulated.
You gotta remember say over.
So here's the other big one of the week that I was really proud of the French people. I'm so proud.
Français.
Viva la France. You go ahead and tell them what happened. You may know more than me.
I don't know much. I just saw a video of them breaking in the BlackRock
headquarters
in Paris.
Yeah, because they are fucking young and old over there fighting against the right people.
That's the way of life over there.
Yeah, they're not fighting against each other like, oh, you guys are trying to friggin', take away whatever from me. They're like, no, we're gonna go fight the people with the money.
Yeah, that's what they did. That is also a problem because they're going away from the dollar. You sons of fucking French bitches. Anyway,
all of them are.
Yeah, they're going away from the dollar. They're going to start accepting yen for shit.
I mean, Marco Rubio more or less was just like, 2-3 years from now, 5 years, we ain't going to be able to sanction anybody.
Exactly. He's got a point.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to have the sea lanes. We might have the air still, right?
Yeah.
But if they're not trading in fucking
if they're not trading in American dollars, how are you going to sanction them?
Yeah, how are you going to do it?
Fucking duh. So that was an amazing tell-all, speaking the silent part out loud.
Right.
America authority is losing.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, America's might is fading.
Yes, it is.
Quick.
I mean, we still got a whole hemisphere we can pretty much focus on.
Which might be good.
Yeah,
Maybe it would be good if we fucking stopped paying attention to the rest of that fucking
looking at you
hellhole over there.
Cuba.
You want to be a state?
Cuba. 52nd state. You got to get Puerto Rico in first.
Oh my God, that's
maybe Guam. I don't know, but
it's a nice island you got there.
It's a nice island. Be ashamed to see it.
Be ashamed to see it become a state.
Used to be a territory.
Well,
there's still some grabs. There's Greenland. There's St. Pierre, whatever the fuck that is.
Wow. Grabs.
Yeah.
You're like fucking supermarket fucking. What do they call those things when you're just taking stuff off the shelves? And
Jamaica would be an easy in.
Oh man.
What?
Jesus.
Sure, they'll want in. Why not?
So what was up with his World War III tweet? Did you even hear about that?
It's basically I did.
It was just for fun, shits and giggles.
No, it was a mockery of the Democrats.
Okay.
Because they do that every other day without realizing.
Right. The world's ending. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have to stop using gas yesterday, otherwise the world's going to end. There's people dying. I watched this one girl she was on some show in England, and after every question, all she did was go to the emotional card of like, there's people dying right now. They're starving. There's people in their homes and they're cold. And it's like, okay, well, how do we solve the problem? What do you mean? How? They're dying right now.
I got some ideas. All right. So maybe
just fucking use your brain.
We should look at the biggest polluters, right, in the planet.
China, India.
And, Philippines is also on that list. So we're going to have to crack down on them.
Mm-hmm.
But China and India, I mean, you just stop trading with, just stop creating the mess. Stop trading with them.
Right.
If they stop making cheap shit that they don't mind throwing in the ocean, then it won't happen.
You mean all the McDonald's Happy Meals?
All that shit, man.
All those little like Disney toys.
Another thing you can do is you could stop importing people into states that pollute more and making polluters, right? So like if you have an industrialized state, maybe you don't want to bring people in and make them industrialized. I don't know, to create more waste. I mean, they're already living probably a life with a smaller carbon footprint, which I even hate that term, but
it's just a made up term to make you feel guilty about living.
But yeah, I mean, there's countries that have smaller carbon footprints, that maybe they shouldn't be exporting people because that would be good for the planet, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Because if you bring them into some place like Germany that's like, heavily industrialized, they're going to live an industrial life, right? A consumer life, and create more things that they wouldn't be doing in their non-industrialized country.
Did you see?
Some people are going to say that's, nationalist or whatever, racist or whatever,
bigot.
Putting the big and bigot.
Did you see AOC got busted with a secret Twitter account?
Oh, yeah.
She's going to get some violations, I think, in the ethics department on that one. If they can trace it to her, because she was talking mad shit.
Yeah, she was. And she
Zaza, whatever.
She fucked up and said it in the first person.
Mm-hmm. Zaza what? Zaza Demon. Mm-hmm. That's what it was.
Yeah, no, Zaza's a nickname for Alexandria.
And weed, possibly.
Oh, and weed, possibly, really?
Mm-hmm. I've heard that some people call weed Zaza.
Really?
So she's a weed demon. That's the other interpretation.
Demon. Whoa.
Okay, transgender. They stop a shooter with a communist manifesto. That was this past week.
Really?
Yet they didn't get to actual deed.
Somebody shot up a bank this week? Yeah, today? Yesterday? I don't know.
This was April 6th. William Whitworth, who identifies as Lily, was charged with the following offenses: criminal attempt to commit murder in the first degree, 2 counts, criminal mischief, menacing, interference with the staff and facility of students of educational institutions. The defendant's preliminary hearing is slated for May 5th.
Going down now.
Yeah, another transgender trying to commit some hate.
Some mess.
I didn't know they had hate in them. I thought they were perfect.
No, they're all angry, dude. I mean, watch the video. I've seen one that wasn't. And I think they were a comedian, right? And they were going on about being misgendered and like just accepting it.
And having fun with it and just being like, whatever. Yeah. Wow.
I am kind of a sir. I am kind of a princess. So I was like, everyone was still ragging on it. I'm like, wait, this is the non-angry one I've seen so far. Right?
How about the White House releasing what was it, 5-6 page report about the Afghanistan withdrawal this past Friday night, right before Easter weekend?
Did they do that?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. I saw that there was a Pentagon leak.
Yep, Pentagon leak as well. I saw that. And supposedly gave away a lot of information to Russia. Some people are saying it was a intentional leak. Some people saying not intentional. But supposedly it had a lot of locations and movements in this information.
Huh. Yeah, well, I mean, that's been going on.
But anyways, this report that they released about the Afghanistan withdrawal debacle basically it's 4 pages blaming the Bush administration, and then 2 pages of them saying, well, we told the military leaders we wanted to do it differently, but they didn't want to listen. And
Did they have documentation of that?
Dude, they're already getting hammered by the military's leaders. They're like, we presented different ideas. They told us no. Every time we'd say something, they'd tell us no.
Right.
So anyways,
so they wanted to.
So they just buried this report Friday night, fucking
right.
Easter weekend.
As soon as Jesus dies, there they are.
So that won't make news.
Showing their true colors.
Indiana Jones dropped a new trailer.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's sad, too. That's sad. It's because the movie's going to suck.
No ticket.
No ticket. Oh, God. African leader gives scathing criticism of Kamala.
Yeah.
Basically saying, America killed all our leaders. America invaded all these nations.
Yeah.
You want to come here and talk shit to us?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the actual thing, but that's what I heard was the gist of it. I heard the beginning.
I saw something where there was people in Africa that were dancing in the street with Putin stuff, and there were.
Wow.
I heard. It sounded like Putin. You know, like they were saying something about Putin, and I didn't know what the hell it was. You know, but people were saying that they were pro-Putin people in the country that she went to that were
dancing and
demonstrating.
demonstrating.
Well, you know, Russia forgave $60 billion of African debt. We never did that.
Right.
That wasn't even that long ago. Like maybe 7-8 years ago, maybe a little bit longer.
Wow.
Yeah, they forgave a lot of African debt. I think they're the only industrialized nation to do so. It definitely wasn't France. They're fucking holding on for dear life down there. Well, over there from here, but still.
Research shows how social media created wokeness around the world.
Yeah, that's easy.
I'm trying to figure out who the
AI, man.
The guy was saying this. The researcher.
Saw some crazy Ryan Reynolds movie last night.
I watched the Tetris movie. It was awesome.
Oh, right.
Yes. Very good.
This one, he was in a video game, and he was an NPC.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. That was called Guy or something like that. Or
Yeah. Blue shirt guy.
Blue shirt guy. That was an all right show. It was okay. It was kind of fun.
I watched the Catch-22 series.
Never heard of it.
I think it's based off the book. It's about a guy, Sarian, who's like he's a bombardier in World War II, in the European theater in Italy, and he's trying to get out of the war. And I guess the Army, there was no Air Force at the time. It was like the Army Air Corps or something. They had a rule saying that anybody who would fly in a plane would be crazy, right, to take these missions. So if you're going to fly in the plane and these missions, you have to be crazy, right?
Okay.
And the only way you can get out of it is by asking permission to leave, because it's crazy. But by asking permission to leave, you're acknowledging that you're not crazy, right? So that's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's about this guy, Yossarian, and he tries all these schemes to try to get out of it, and he just can't, right? He just can't get out of it. And he ends up doing like 50 some odd missions. Every time he tries something, like it either ends up worse, killing more people, making the war worse, getting everybody sick for nothing or whatever, delaying it anyway. So then he tries to do it all at once. And then, he gets scammed out of that, and he makes a deal with the colonel finally, and then the colonel gets relieved. Like every which way he tries, it doesn't work for him.
Huh. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to look into that one. I also watched. Hold on, I watched a Good Guy Ritchie movie that was just out. The hell is it called? Should be right here somewhere. But I also watched the Tetris movie. You got to watch. It's great.
I'll check it out.
It's about like the fall of communism and like them trying to get Tetris out of communist Russia when they're like they don't want to give any capitalists nothing of their country. They're like, once you let the capitalists in, you'll never get them out. And it was right at the time of the fall of the Berlin Wall and fucking all that. So it was like, it was a pretty cool story about Nintendo being involved and Atari and all these companies.
Nintendo's got a new movie, huh? I haven't seen it.
Super Mario's out. Yeah,
I heard that. Huh?
It's a me.
That's a me, a Mario.
A Luigi. A linguini.
You never hear any backlash about them, though. Right? That's that cultural appropriation.
Yeah, the Japanese just taking over some Italian plumbers. But
it's fine. You know, I heard that a lot of that is that you know, originally what they wore overalls because it made their hands show up better.
Yep.
So they could see their hands when they were moving.
Probably, yeah. This is good. This is a good solution. You only got fucking 8 bits to draw with.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
I'm trying to think what else happened this week.
I'm trying to find the name of this damn movie.
There were some strikes in Israel, right? From, I guess, the neighboring countries. I'm not exactly sure. I just caught that briefly, that Israel was getting struck.
Yeah, what was the story with that? You didn't even get into it?
No, I just saw that.
I saw something like that too, like missiles strike Israel.
Yeah.
And you said they shot themselves?
Wow. I mean,
jokingly.
Yeah, because Palestine. And, I mean, sometimes like that stuff happens from the Palestinians. But there was that one time I remember like Israel was like, oh yeah, we got hit by rockets. We don't know where they came from.
And it came from their own like.
Well, I'm just thinking. All right, so you have one of the best air defenses in the world, right?
Right. If not the best.
If not, because it's so small, right? How the fuck do you not know where it came from? Like, come on, right? And then you know, they said it went over the whole country. And you just don't know?
That reminds me of this Ovation Eddie video I watched a little while back, but it was of AOC when she was like first becoming a political star, and this woman's asking her like, so you know, blah blah blah, Palestine, you know, Israel, and she's like, you know, what's your take on that? And she's like, well, the occupation of Palestine I think is wrong. It's like, would you expand on that? She's like, well, what I mean is I'm not an expert on this stuff, so you know. It's like, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, it's very shallow.
She has no brain. No brain whatsoever. That's why she would never debate anybody.
Well, she got put in there by what is it? Vote what is it? Democracy Now or something? Vote Blue or some shit.
Yeah, well, you know, just another fucking front of the Soros fucking foundation.
Yeah. Soros. Zoros?
Is it Zoros? You gotta get a little backwards zip in there for a zip, zip, a little tape rewind. So that movie was called Operation Fortune, and it had some good actors in it. I'm trying to remember what the fuck's his name. The bald guy that was in all the friggin' stunt movies. Jason Statham.
Oh, okay.
He was in like driver. He was some car driver, but yeah. So, anyways, that Operation Fortune got Carrie Ewells in it from Princess Bride.
Really?
Yeah. Jason Statham.
Allegedly, that's a book.
What is?
Princess Bride.
I saw them read it in the movie.
Yeah, you're right. But no, actually, it's supposed to be a real book. I didn't know that.
It's probably a good read if it is. So yeah, check out that if anybody's looking for some.
You talk about the Tennessee 3?
We haven't talked about Tennessee 3, but one more movie I want to mention before we head on out of that was I watched wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. I mean, it had some woke stuff in it, but it was The Boston Strangler just came out, and it has was, story about the Boston Strangler, and it was pretty good. I'm trying to remember her name there.
We do got more news.
Yeah, we need to get the memes. We got to get out of here. It's going to be like 11 o'clock by the time we get done.
We got
Keira Knightley's in it.
We got Finland in NATO. NAFO.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They just showed up.
Well, we let them in.
Wow. Finally, I mean, they've been knocking the
yeah.
last year or so.
I mean, that doesn't really change a whole lot. It's not like they were going to side with the Russians anyway. So the Russians know they're going to have to fight for that anyway. So, but the thing, is Finland bringing? I'm just wondering how do the air defenses look?
You were telling me they got a certain paint job that might not be so spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, they did away with it from the Air Force, but they still got, if you look at the Finnish, of the emblem of the Finnish Air Force Academy. Look that up.
Finnish
Air Force Academy emblem, or maybe flag. I can't remember.
Academy flag. Whoa.
What do you see there?
Whoa.
Right.
Well, the only thing I could say is it looks an awful lot like the same symbol that the guy with the little mustache liked a lot.
Yeah, that one. So now the Finnish were using that before the Nazis were.
So they got dibs.
They do have dibs, and it has a different meaning, obviously. But
yeah, it's had a lot of meaning, that symbol.
But Finland was allied with the Axis powers. Right?
They were like, "Hey, we got the same symbols.
Right?
Let's go for a team up."
Well, basically, what happened is that fucking the Soviets gave an ultimatum to all their neighbors, right? Either join the Soviet Union or die. And the Finnish were like, "Fuck you!"
Like, how dare you?
Come get it. And the Russians tried in the Winter Wars, and they didn't know how to fight in the winter, and the Finnish did,
And they got fucked up.
Yeah. They got beat by the Finnish.
All right. Let's keep it moving fast. We're going fucking.
What else we got?
Ding, 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 ding.
We got an old fucking WikiLeaks thing from Hillary Clinton. It's talking about one of her staffers is looking for the grave of Gilgamesh.
Really?
And a Freedom of Information release, yeah.
Wow.
And tomes of the Nephilim and shit.
Tombs.
Yeah.
That was one of her staffers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been trying to look further into it. There's not much on it. What else happened this week?
We got Matt Taibbi getting mud thrown all over him on MSNBC by some Mehdi Hassan. Guy was being a complete scumbag. Wouldn't even let Matt talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Scumbag, yeah.
Sounds like typical MSNBC, CNN bullshit. They ask you a dirty question and then you go to answer it and they're like, "Oh, but that's not what you."
MSNBC is like the worst. It's literally the worst. It's propaganda, straight up. It's way further left than Fox is right.
Yeah. So we got two Clinton aides that died in a plane.
Yeah, we got that.
We got one friggin' what was the other guy? He was from Raytheon, the VP or like director of.
She was pretty high up there. I thought he was CEO, but
he was 1, 2, or 3. He was in the top 3.
He's up there,
I think. He died in a plane this week.
Died in a plane. What else we got?
There was some big New York politician that got indicted this week for, well, maybe he wasn't even a politician anymore, but he worked for contracting for the government, big money, and he was indicted, obviously just stealing money from fucking contracts.
AOC is going after Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, what was that all about?
I think Clarence was taking some kind of rides and eating food.
Ride?
Yeah. You want to ride on my boat, eat some food, hopefully do some cocaine. I don't know. But yeah, I guess he was taking gifts, but they're not gifts per se. Like he got given anything, I don't think. Like the gifts, like, come on over.
Have some food.
Have some food. Let's go on my yacht.
He went to go party somewhere, and AOC got pissed about it.
I guess it's a lot, but what? I don't know the bottom of it. So I do know that he's probably the most powerful black man in America, and
he's your boy.
Yeah, I love that guy. I've always loved that guy. I don't
Ever
know.
since him just sitting there, just
I remember like him giving his story, and I just related a lot to it. He was very close to his grandfather, and I related a lot to that. And he just seemed genuine. I don't know. I'm not saying he's above like reproach or anything.
Right. Everybody has their flaws.
Yeah.
ABC accused of election interference after airing Trump footage. Did you see that one?
Yeah, they blurred out the donations.
Yeah. Do you think that could be considered election interference?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's definitely not news. Like, I mean, MSNBC just said it wasn't even worth watching. They just made up a bunch of lies about it.
Right. Perfect.
It's amazing, like how it's just amazing. Like the TDS that's in the media is just amazing, right?
The whole world's like changed in the past 6 years compared to what the news was before. I mean, it's completely different. The rules are so different now. It's like when everybody's like, "Oh, liberals control the media," that's a lie. It's like, well, they don't control all of everything, but the majority they do.
The majority they do.
Yeah.
I mean, conservative channels are like sort of Fox, who has a lot of Democrats on there.
Mm-hmm.
Newsmax is probably further right, and then you have to go to independent news, really. Like,
but like, what happened? I mean, when you got the country, like you got the country music channel.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, that's not even like run by friggin' conservatives. I don't think it's like
probably not.
No, it's like we're gonna push our messages. I don't give a fuck what you're.
Well, it's an art channel, right? And it's also media, and so
yeah. So it's like all their offices are filled with friggin' Democrats, and they're all gonna be like pushing their agendas. So it's just like it's a matter of numbers. Just like you're rolling dice. It's like what comes out the end is gonna be leaning more towards a fucking liberal agenda.
Yeah, I mean that's just gonna keep going, especially because the markets. You want to start going to markets outside the United States, right? And that's the thing that's happening in Hollywood. We're no longer like the biggest market now. It's like China, right? So,
as South Park eloquently put it many years ago, they're like, "Well, we need that China money."
Yeah, I need that China money. Right.
There's a brilliant episode. I think it was right around the beginning of COVID. Mickey Mouse is even in it, and Randy's trying to sell friggin' Tegger weed in China.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to go over there and get like into the market, and he gets on the plane and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing in China?" He's like, "Well, we're trying to get into the market." And he's like, "Oh, fuck you." And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, we're taking the NBA over to China so we can get into that big market." And he's like, "Fuck you." He's like, "How did everybody get my idea?"
Yeah, man. I mean, the biggest shift of money, like a wealth in the last 50 years has been from the Western middle class to China, right? So when I was born, like 98% or something of China was below the poverty line, and now they're all above it, right? Almost, or less than 1% is below the poverty line.
Whereas it's inverted more or less here.
Well,
I don't mean what's below. I know we've got a lot more people below poverty than before, and the middle class has all but disappeared.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the shift of wealth from the middle class went to China, right? Throughout the Western world. All those manufacturing jobs went over there, right? That was part of globalism.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, like the top 1% of people got richer, right? They got richer trading with China. Maybe we should stop trading with China. Just a thought.
Yeah. So go ahead and let's talk about Tennessee 3.
All right. So there was a protest, right? That was in Tennessee at the
over gun rights,
gun control. Yeah. There was stuff about weapons of terror or something. I can't remember what the phrase is.
And this is all after the shooting.
Evil, evil weapons shooting people or something.
Evil
gun
weapon
control or something. I don't know. Nobody knows how to weld apparently.
Welding comes into this.
Well, yeah, because if you can weld, you could probably make a gun somewhere down the fucking line. Like
right.
It's just short-sightedness. Anyway, so there was a legislation on the floor. 3 members disrupted the legislation with the bullhorn, and 2 of them used the bullhorn. And in Tennessee, when you break House rules, you can be voted out. So they held a vote, and they have to win by a 2/3 majority. I think it was 75% said to expel them. So they were expelled in accordance with Tennessee law, democratically by the Tennessee House.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been pretty upset about it ever since. I think one of them got back in, right? But I'm not sure about the other one. And the one guy giving speeches, he was trying to evoke, it sounded like he was trying to evoke Martin Luther King, because nobody speaks that way anymore. And
it was the cadence and the tone, and the verbal patterns of.
I mean, I don't go to Tennessee that often, but I see enough people on, passing, or I'm meeting somebody from Tennessee at least once a year, right? I don't remember any of them ever talking like that.
Right.
I mean, I see them on,
I mean, Hillary talks like that.
Wherever. Well,
we all gone too far.
Wherever she is how she talks. Any of AOC.
I bought my hot sauce in my purse.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So they, I think one of them is back in and whatever. And the thing about this is that Biden had tweeted out something about this is disrupting our democracy, and I'm thinking, how the fuck can he when they're voted out by democratic process, right? How can he even say that? Lawfully voted out via democratic process, and he's saying it's eroding at democracy?
Because he's a fucking idiot.
I
mean, obviously you could be president if he is.
And he never even said sorry to the families or anything, but he was already on when the banks got shot up. He was right on that, right? Of course.
Yeah. Never went to friggin'
East
Palestine and saw the people there.
No, I mean, he's not gonna. I'll be in China before then.
Yeah, him and his whole damn family probably moving to China.
A lot of chaos in Ireland, I guess.
What's going on in Ireland? What the hell?
Well,
I didn't hear nothing about it.
I guess they've been shipping in refugees, right? And it's not going so well.
Well, you don't want to piss off the Irish.
Well, here's one thing I'm thinking. All right, so if you go back, not even that long ago, a decade or two, and these people are having a hard time getting along with fucking people that had a different religion than them, the same God, right? They were
with the same God.
They were fighting over fucking Protestant and Catholic. Now you're gonna throw in a bunch of other people or don't even have the same? It's not gonna go well. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Anyway,
did they just empty out Africa or something?
No, it's just there's not many.
Where the hell? How can all these refugees being shipped all over the world by the UN all of a sudden happen in the past 4 years, 5 years? It's where were they before that? And were they refugees of?
Well, some of them are refugees of Syria, right? I don't know what else, but
I mean, Paris has been fucking sections of it taken over by friggin' whole ethnicities, and there's lots of reports of parts of London, and it's just no-go zones for if you're not Muslim,
right?
So how did that just happen over who you think that's planned?
The clergy plan?
Clergy. What? Yeah, the clergy plan it.
All right, so the clergy plan is there's this guy named Clergy. I can't remember his first name. He was half Japanese, half Austrian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he spent a lot of time in Austria and around the I guess during the rise in between the wars, the world wars, right? And there was a high rise in nationalism and or racism, I guess you could say. And he chose his Japanese side over his I guess German blood or whatever, his Austrian side, and he hated the church, and allegedly he was a Freemason, right? And he came up with this plan to subvert Western culture.
You've talked about this on the show before, but let's elaborate once again. That's a good plan. I mean, if you're gonna do something, it's pretty diabolical.
Right. Now he only it's only like a couple paragraphs, right, in one of his books. I never read the full book. But he talks about you use the heartstrings basically against the West, and you bring in non-Christians, non-Caucasians into white countries, and you change the population slowly by immigration, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to get eventually get them as leaders, and a lot of people saying this is happening in Ireland and Scotland and Wales.
This is why they're getting pissed off. They're like, these people are being elected that don't have traditional views of the country.
You could say that. I mean, some people just say it's straight up racist, but I think that there's different.
Public Enemy would say that.
Well, yeah, but I think there's different arguments for different. Some of them just seem like they were placed there because of perhaps their ethnicity, and Scotland. I don't know how much experience that guy got. The UK guy was a banker, so he he was already in.
It was like, he had the money, but we're talking like in America where like Talib is elected because they've just the whole zone has been pumped full of
outsiders.
What the fuck?
Somalis,
yeah.
Yes.
They just sent them all into one area and they just took over that whole voting fucking base.
Right. And if you say something against her, so she's not necessarily the person that would get you in trouble the most, right? Because there's but some people claim they'll accuse you of racism if you say something against her.
Yeah. I mean, we're bigots.
But in her case, you got American black people talking up against her too. Because she is an outsider by that standard. Yeah, she would have come from a third world country into a first world country or whatever. But yeah, the clergy
plan.
Yeah, I mean,
is that exact what we just talked about? Yeah.
Yeah, if you look it up, you're might get flagged for some far extremist shit.
Right? Because you just can't study shit anymore.
I remember reading about it, looking it up, and then hearing about it again and looking it up again, and it suddenly being labeled like some far right extremist thing, where really clergy didn't like the Austrians, right? So. But people try to play it off like a Protocols of Zion thing, which probably isn't real, right? But nonetheless, that's still, that information's still out there. It's still a plan, I guess.
Well, I'm about ready to wrap it up after we do these memes.
All right, let's do these memes then. Let's go to the meme world.
Because I'm looking through my news and I'm not seeing anything other than going back to Trump and his bullshit 34 counts or whatever it is. Just fucking basically one count. Though the explanation of that, people are like, what are they saying? Like, each time there was a transaction made, they're charging them for that. And it's like, basically, it's like you go into the store and the guy's like, that's $10. But you only got singles on you, so you give them fucking 10 signals, and they're like, that's 10 charges.
Yes, that's what happened. That's the equivalence I heard. All right, so I'm ready for the meme.
All right, here we go. This week's...
Some are just screenshots or whatever.
Here we go. Big Bang Theory.
Season 1, Episode 3. He's got a T-shirt
with adrenochrome. Wow.
That's interesting, huh?
Yeah, he probably does it. So mad over a beer can. Oh my God.
Blatant hypocrisy of the left.
Tennessee Rep Kumar called a brownie. What is it?
Brown face of the white supremacy by expelled Rep Justin Jones.
Jesus.
Now here's another thing. Justin Jones goes by Brother Jones.
And nothing.
He's not a monk or nothing. No. Sounds like a cult to me.
Well, it's basically all these fucking young kids, they want to have something that they've never earned, so they just start calling themselves that. They'll be calling themselves doctor and shit, like Dr. Dre was like the first one to do it, and now it's like, what are you a doctor of? Well, all my friends call me doctor, so it's like, what'd you do to earn that title? Nothing. You're just fuck around. Found out.
He fucked around. He found out.
He looks like he's straight out of 1979. Maybe 76. Just one beer, then I'm going home. One Bud Light later. Oof. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yeah, there's our boy. Zoros. Oh my God. There we go. There it is. There, someone finally got it right.
Laugh my ass off. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if it's nice outside and you're not at work, just start day drinking.
Dude, I almost did that today. Then there would have been no show. I was like, wow, it's beautiful out here. You just crack that friggin' Miller Lite because, you can't drink anything Anheuser-Busch anymore.
Right, sure. Cat.
I want one. Fucking cat. Cat. Oh, God, dude, that thing is dope.
Yeah, it is.
When there's food shortages, but the junkie next door ODs in your yard and saves Christmas. Ew.
Yes. Right.
What the fuck, dude? What is this?
This was originally on a Q drop. Somebody made a meme about it, and I picked it up because I wanted to. So you can see this is a human being, and the kids are tied down for some fucking reason.
Oh, my God.
Something weird's going on there.
That's a fucked up photo, wherever that came from. I don't care if anybody freaking photoshopped it or if they just staged it.
Yeah, right.
I don't care what.
It's
Your brain
fucked up.
is shot.
Yeah.
Your soul, too, probably. An elephant can pick up almost anything with its trunk.
So fucking dumb. All right.
It's pretty... it's pretty, I don't know. Adam, that is Eve. You are to love her always. Okay, but who's he? Oh, that's just Keith Richards.
He was here when I got here.
He was here when I got here. Jeez. That's great. When your kids keep asking for an Easter basket. Oh, that's great. What is best in life? To meme your enemies, to see them driven to their safe spaces, and to hear the lamentations of the non-binary otherkin. Yes! Good!
This is what's best in life.
Holy shit, dude. Where are you finding these? You want this?
Child, I'm not confused about my gender in any way. Public school teacher. You will be.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah. You will be. You will be. I always said that would be a hilarious thing if fucking you cut back to Luke and he's like, my name's not Wilby. You will be. You will be. Hyperinflation and nuclear World War III. But no mean tweets. Yeah, that's what we got going on. Yep. You remind me of my Chinese friend, Ugly. After we impeach, we round up the Trump supporters. And once he's gone and we have regained our rightful place in the White House, look out if you supported him and endorsed his actions. Because we'll be coming for you next. You will feel the vengeance of the nation. No stone will be left unturned as we speak or as we seek you out in every corner of this great nation, for it is you who have betrayed us.
Senator Kamala Harris,
That
Democratic
can't be
fundraiser
real.
for criminal justice reform,
That
April
can't be
30th,
real.
2020. Why?
Because
Now I gotta get the fucking video again this week.
I just keep giving. God damn it. Oh, shit.
Kamala Harris, Road to the White House.
Oh, man.
What? Coming movie.
That's a movie? Coming soon. Finish him. He already looks dead.
He does.
With this, I'm going to control your life. They sell those at Arby's.
We've got the meats.
Oh, my God. Holy shit, dude. Budweiser's new rocket ship beers. Oof. You heard of Elf on the Shelf. Get ready for
Trans on a can.
Oh, man. Bud Light went from real men of genius to fake chicks with a penis.
Fake chicks with penis.
There it is. Yep. Yep. Oh, my God. That thing's got to go. What the fuck?
Kamala Harris passed out cookies that look like her, depicting the work she has done to advance her career.
Wow.
Ooh, that was sanctimonious.
Joe Biden doesn't sniff black people. You're fucked.
I haven't seen it.
You're right. I have not seen that.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Yep. Bo Berry. Hunter gives it 5 snorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Biden is an a-hole. Or just Biden is an hole.
Ass.
Oh.
Do you see the ass there?
I see the Democratic Party.
That's an ass.
I know it's an ass. I let my brain think too fast. We need to let children be whatever they want to be. What if they want to be Christian? Holy shit. No! So it was in the days of Brandon that each one marked their home so that the FBI and the IRS might pass them over.
I wanted to do that so bad.
You wanted that one?
I wanted to do it in real life.
Oh.
On Passover. This
Start
week.
marking this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Make poverty great again. I can't stand that guy. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. Nothing burger. Deluxe.
Biden X.
Biden X. Biden. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Bud Light Mike.
Oh, my God. Oh. Wait a sec. You can now indict a former president for paying off women you had sex with to keep them quiet. Fuck. Getting sucked off in right in the office. Billy. The only evidence of Trump speaking with Russian agent before the election. That is a good one. Hillary Clinton. Reminder. This building in Oklahoma City was blown up and destroyed just 4 days before Hillary Clinton was to be indicted in the Whitewater scandal. All documents lost.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that. That's just a, conspiracy theory. When the TDS kicks in, the commie comes out. Is that fucking dickhead?
Keith Overman, yeah.
You!
Dude, his Twitter, I mean, he's serious, but it's so funny because he's serious. Like, he gets like 50,000 views and like 100 some odd likes. It's like, yeah.
People are just like watching him as just to get a kick out of him, huh?
Yeah.
He's really like, you know what happened with this guy? And this happened with a lot of guys that were like Democrats or whatever. So they got their intelligence confused with their masculinity. And it's like, dude, you're not tough and obviously you're not that intelligent. So
Right.
you're really fucking this emotional game that the social media is playing on you is really making you look stupid.
He looks stupid. He does look stupid.
Honey, bring your boyfriend in here. They got him. Dude, they're making a show. Did I tell you about that? They're going to have a show about cucks.
Are they?
Husbands and letting their wives date men.
Is this real?
It's going to be on like TLC or something like that.
Oh, my God.
Here's that attention you ordered. Hillary Clinton laundered campaign funds to a foreign spy to frame Trump for treason. She paid a fine. Douglas Mackey made memes. He is going to prison. Our justice system is obscene. The Bradford file. Yeah, just that's a pretty good analogy. Pretty good, or not analogy, summary. Show me the man, and I'll show you the crime. What's that? Lavrentiy
Pavlovich
Beria, Stalin's chief of secret
police, NKVD.
Yeah, that's statements true to this day.
Yeah, you can still do that.
Socialism with American characteristics. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Meanwhile, at Facebook headquarters, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. False information. Checked by independent fact checkers. See why.
Oh, so this is the chick that went out. You know, they said she had that. There was this huge anti-Trump banner at the arraignment, right, or the indictment. Right?
Okay.
And she went out in the middle dressed like a Trump supporter and tried ripping it up.
Which
right?
is this, the jean or the one in the black?
Oh shit! Hold on. So this is.
We can get to Fat Alvin in a second.
She's the one that was wearing the Trump hat and was trying to rip it up. You can see the Trump hat in her hand here.
Okay, so she was the imposter.
She was the imposter, but she, you know, has her cell phone with her, and she's got a sticker on her cell phone.
Hail Satan.
Yeah, which is unlikely a Trump supporter.
What a piece of crap.
What a piece of shite. Let's get to that Fat Alvin.
Fat Alvin. Hi, I'm Alvin Bragg. Hey, I reduced 50% of offices from felony to misdemeanor. See, what is this? Cause it makes my crime stats look better. But if it's political, I do the opposite.
Yeah, it's not like
Fat Alvin.
It's not like Alvin Bragg was sitting around and said, "Oh my God, I found a crime. We got to do something about this."
Guy's a jerk off.
It's not like he was like short on crimes to look at.
TDS. I'm peace. Classy.
That's funny.
In just 2 days, Anheuser-Busch has done a better job of getting people to quit drinking than AA has done in over 88 years. That's pretty fucking true, man. You know how much fucking stop drinking they did? Over fucking $1 billion in stop drinking.
Did they? That's a lot of stop drinking.
Well, that was their stock went down quite a bit.
I heard Coors was tweeting the fucking.
Maybe it wasn't $1 billion, but it was quite a fucking bit.
Coors was tweeting the Dylan Mulvaney video.
Good. Yeah, that's the Coors Miller Lite. They're the same fucking company. They're probably like, yeah, let's get on this.
Yeah, just show
you don't want that fucking tranny fluid piss. Her. I bet he's thinking about ratting me out. That's just enough. Him. I bet she's thinking about offing me before I rat her out. I bet he's thinking about ratting me out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the Clintons. Got my new toilet brush. That nitwit. What a... I don't think one piece of information has come out of that woman's mouth.
Probably not.
Like, all it is I can't comment on that. It's ongoing investigation. Can't comment on it. We're not... Look, I'm going to stay...
She says look a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to be consistent here, and we're not commenting on that. And in you know, being consistent or whatever the fuck the other words she's saying. It's like we're going to be continuing being whatever the fuck.
She's a spin doctor.
It's the worst though. Worst. Trump campaign fundraiser of the month. Help him brag. Yeah. Yeah. They raised a lot of money off of that. See the amazing untattooed man. Yeah.
Circus freaks of the future.
That's what's happening. It's really, I mean, I still ain't got one.
Me neither.
They, them, wizard, cartoon connoisseur, esoterica enthusiast, minor alchemist, honorary Bigfoot. Yeah, that's what's happening. I beat anorexia. Yeah, you beat the living shit out of it. Wow. Oh my God. Her. You're retarded if you think I'm sucking your dick. Me. Eh? Eh? Such a piece of shit. Hold on a second.
You sanctimonious son of a bitch.
Oh, God. Whenever I feel like getting ahead, I just reach for an old dick. It's always worked for me in the past, and it's still working for me today. Kamala Camel Toe Harris. Old dick. Rich. Chewy nuts.
Oh, shit.
Whenever I feel like getting ahead, I just reach for an old dick. It's always worked for me in the past, and it's still working today. Integrity. These trans folks straight up fucked in their head. Is that real?
Yeah, allegedly.
Not so much a hero anymore. What the fuck, dude?
What?
That's just foul.
Trump 2024.
Come on, man. That's misogynistic.
Yeah, it is.
AOC. Jesus. When you're so full of shit,
You
need a second asshole. Crowded elevators smell different to midgets. That's pretty fucked.
Yeah, it is.
Just gonna add this little FBI informant over here. Just a little informant. Change my mind. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, beautiful, how you been? Me. Do I know you? Him. I jerked off to your Facebook. Oh my God. Pee Wee. Fucking. What's his real name again? Paul. Paul something. He was in Cheech and Chong movie. Hey, baby. There's only gonna be 7 planets left after I destroy your anus. Why? Why? Oh my God. And then you just bring this foul shit when she cheated on you, but you decided to give her another chance. Come on, man.
He's power washing.
Oh my God. Oh, that's sanctimonious right there, you piece of shit. Ask your doctor if shutting the fuck up is right for you. Yes, please. Let's do that. Denny's is just Waffle House for people who don't know how to fight. Frederick Nietzsche. Denny's. Oh, that one's for you, Chris. You're out there, Hoagie. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure you don't go to Denny's, but he knows. He knows what's up. What, she got 8 kids and says it's been a while. Come on, man. What the fuck is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are all the ugly girls from the same country? I mean, where the hell is it even located? Get the fuck out of here. That one's bad. Where the fuck is it even located? When you realize that the only way this ends is when people start doing things you can't post about online. Oh, man.
Shit.
I'll fight the patriarchy by using my mother's last name. You mean your grandfather's? So stupid. That's so stupid, but true, man.
It is.
So stupid, but that's fucking true. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it's true.
It's true.
Me, my tooth hurts when I suck, dentist. So you're in constant pain. On ice cream, yeah. Guess which one is facing 10 years in prison? Spied on Trump's campaign and created
Russia
collusion hoax. Created memes.
The memer.
That guy, man. I'm telling you. Where's he going to jail? New York?
Yeah.
But he's not from New York, is he?
I think so.
Remember, boys, if saying leave kids alone is an attack on a certain community, that community deserves attacking. Remember, boys. That's some fucking...
Band of Brothers?
Yeah, that's some classy shit. I think youngsters need to think about what kind of world they're going to leave for me and Keith Richards. Willie Nelson.
Oh, he's awesome.
Welcome back to Plastic Surgery Anonymous. I see a lot of new faces today. Come on, that's like out of what are those old books? Joke books. That's a good one from the 80s. When you're talking but forget where the hell you are mid-sentence. Turn right into Joe Biden. He does that every day. Liberals across the nation locked out of accounts after CAPTCHA asks select
all squares that contain a woman.
That damn headphones up there getting me pissed. Good evening, sir. I'd like to buy 2 cracks. It's for my son.
He's probably giving him money, but still.
2 cracks. Yeah. You could save 40% more on everything by switching back to Trump. That's facts. That's fact. Statistically true. There it is. Somebody put it on there. Saturated fat, trans fat. Oh my god, dude, I love it. I love that trans fat. Mommy, why am I homeschooled? Because I like you as a girl, dear. Oh, that's what's happening. What are you in for? I made a meme. He moves on down. He's like, oh, fuck.
Fuck that
guy. Tom Cruise was 2020's highest paid actor. He made $100 million. Actually, Zelensky was the highest paid actor. He got $18 billion. We did that last week.
All right, so we're at the end.
We're at the end. Hour and a half show. That's pretty decent. I can live with that. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I mean, I know we like to go a 2-hour show, but it's a Monday night.
Let's see if I got anything else quick.
He's going to check and see if he's got anything else quick.
Let me see. I got to go to screenshots.
Pretty sure, I mean, all I saw, too, was just more pop culture. News with, like, movies and whatnot. Star Trek series still seems to be going okay.
Dungeons and Dragons said half races are racist.
Oh God, I saw that. That sucks. They're gonna take out all mixed races.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah.
They're destroying their game.
Yeah, they are. Grand Wizards of the Coast.
Grand Wizards. Mandalorian's taking a dive. Nobody was watching it. It fucking. They had.
I saw it.
Jack Black on last week, and Lizzo, and she can't fucking act for fucking shit.
I didn't know that was Lizzo till afterwards.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember like watching it, and then I think I actually commented, it's not fucking Shakespeare, because they were like way over. Even Jack Black was overacting.
Yeah. But it was. Chris Gore was bringing up a good point. He's like, go back and watch, like, Grand Moff Tarkin and like the battle station scene. It's like just people talking, but you're riveted. And it's like that whole thing, that last episode of the Mandalorian, it's like the dialogue sucks so bad. It's so horrible. Then plus you have these horrible actors. It's just fucking, there's nothing special about it.
Right. Another thing about it is that I saw like what is that fucking E or whatever?
E Entertainment.
Yeah, they had a bit about it, right? And they were like, "Oh, cameos in The Mandalorian." This is how I found out about Lizzo, and I was like, "Oh, because I think Christopher Lloyd's a good, decent actor."
Yeah,
they didn't mention him. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got some more fucking accolades than fucking
Jack Black
Lizzo.
and Lizzo get mentioned, but not Christopher Lloyd. I was just like, "What the fuck?"
That's insane.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna talk about Jack Black and Christopher Lloyd. But.
Yeah, but Peter Cushing as the fucking Grand Moff Tarkin,
Vampire Hunter.
It's like, I guess Jimmy Kimmel's son was the fucking little Mandalorian boy, and that kid sucked at acting too.
Oh, the kid that got captured or whatever.
It was like the first or second episode, yeah. And then he got captured last episode.
Yeah.
But he had his helmet off. They were putting his helmet on in a ritual earlier in the season.
Oh.
Kid can't act for shit.
I just found out that Samuel L. Jackson was a participant in MLK's funeral. He was a usher.
Really?
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah, he was one of 6 ushers that they had there.
Damn.
I don't know how I don't think there was any connection before that. I think that the funeral was just held at the same school that he was going to. But that might be how he got first recognized, because that's a pretty high profile gig.
That's insane. I mean, that's weird. Weird. That's like that other actor who was in The Matrix, and he was in some other things. But he said he grew up, went to college, was basically being ghosted by Obama to learn how to be a more presidential and articulate human being from this actor. This actor says, yeah, I basically grew up with Obama. And he, the only reason I'm saying that is like friggin' getting that gig might have changed his life.
Right.
So.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And got him into the big time. It seems like where everybody's fucking, even Samuel L. and they could all be compromised.
They all could be, yeah.
Mm.
Especially what we're finding out in
this trial,
yeah.
fucking Epstein, fucking.
Oh yeah, Epstein.
They're all dirty. It's like everything is like you're to get, and this is just not like being naive or conspiracy theorist, but to be let into an elite club, you don't just get in.
Right, you don't just get in. There's a cost, right?
Mm-hmm. You got to put up some skin in the game.
I know that Kathy Griffin, right? She finally snapped.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah,
cool.
And she was, upset that people were saying she was on Epstein Island, but she didn't deny it. Right? There was no denial. She was just upset people were saying it. Right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the video and you know what Kathy Griffin looks like, she
a mess.
Yeah, she really went out of her way to make herself look good in this one.
Wow.
So there's some prep time involved in this video that she made herself,
Huh. Didn't hear about that news.
Wasn't really news. It's Kathy Griffin.
It wasn't just gossip. The best. Alrighty. We are out of here. It was a nice little Monday night jam. We're gonna
show it up.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. We love you all. Randy, hope you enjoyed the show.
Thanks for watching.
Chris, if you're watching, yes, I do watch Kill Tony sometimes. I just haven't texted you back. He texted me like a week ago. I'm such a piece of shit friend. So yeah, everybody. Hope you had a happy Easter. Maybe got together with your family, whatnot, and did some cool stuff. Maybe saw some kids find eggs. And next week will be next week.
See you then.
See you then. And remember, wherever you go, there you are. Oop, wrong button.